Hello everyone. Blockchain nodes, what are they and why are they important in decentralized networks? This is an article in Binance feed. It's dated November 2022. Anyway, why I'm reading about this is because at Fintoch we are closing very soon for the chance for all of us to buy into a piece of their blockchain nodes. Okay, there are 10,000 new nodes that are launched just about a few days ago, I think. And it's like crazy. It's just being subscribed. It's like flying off the shelves like hotcakes. But guess what? Every node is going for $1 million, and yet 10,000 nodes are being filled up like, supersonic speed. I can't even get it right. It's so fast I can't get it right. So it's amazing. And anyway, I also want to take this opportunity to thank you all again for subscribing to my notes. Note 1, 2, and 3, they are all with Blessed Samantha. And first one is Blessed Samantha and friends. Second one is Blessed Samantha Ade Jerry. The third one is Blessed Samantha Philip Jeremy. And a fourth one I'm launching tomorrow. So stay tuned. Blessed Samantha question mark. So I'm going to keep you in suspense. Okay, if you subscribe to my channel, then when I launch it, you are going to get a prompter. And then if you still have cash vouchers, then do please support my fourth node. It will be my fourth and final node. Okay, definitely. But be careful. There are copycats out there, so make sure you get the full Blessed Samantha what's next. Okay, you have to stay tuned. All right, and don't be tricked into supporting another Blessed Samantha. Actually, I don't mind. All right, the world is big enough for all of us to share. Okay. Anyway, but anyway, really stay tuned. Okay, I have a fourth node coming. I'm consolidating with a couple of more of my team associates so that we support one another. Okay. And also, yes, if you would like to have more cash vouchers, yes, you know who to look for reliable sellers. Reach out to me. Okay, I'm gonna give my associates WhatsApp number in the description box below. Okay, coming back to the article, blockchain nodes, what are they and why are they important in the decentralized networks? So it's very good timing for this article to be read because of the 10,000 nodes I just mentioned. They are called the Fintoch nodes to support all the blockchain technology and the launch of the new blockchain by Fintoch. Okay, blockchains are a method of storing data online using time-stamped packs of data called blocks. Several data blocks come together to form the blockchain and are typically managed by a cluster of interconnected computers, popularly known as blockchain nodes. Yep. One of the major features that makes blockchain technology a revolutionary innovation is its decentralization, meaning that it works as a public and permissionless network with no central authority. It relies on an interconnected network of servers, another description for blockchain nodes. Blockchain nodes are responsible for storing, preserving, and spreading blockchain data. They constantly share data, ensuring every node on the network remains up to date. The concept of nodes might sound strange to you if you are new to the blockchain space. However, you might have heard of the term somewhere and have mysteriously found your way to this page searching for knowledge. Well, you are not alone. And in this piece, we'll uncover what a blockchain node is how it works, and just how important it is in the decentralized networks and more. What is a blockchain node? Blockchain nodes are a network's stakeholders and or their devices, which are assigned to keep a copy of the distributed ledger and serve as communication points that execute various essential network functions. Oh wow, it's a mouthful. Let me try to digest it again, okay? Please bear with me. Blockchain nodes are a network's stakeholders and or their devices, which are assigned to keep a copy of the distributed ledger and serve as communication points that execute various essential network functions. Oh wow, I think I'm beginning to digest it. I hope you are too. Nodes basically communicate with each other within the network and transfer information about transactions and new blocks. A blockchain node's main purpose is to verify the validity of each succeeding batch of network transactions called blocks. It is a vital component of the blockchain infrastructure that helps maintain the network's security and integrity. Each node is distinguished from others by a unique identifier. Moreover, nodes are classified based on distinct roles played in the blockchain ecosystem. While there are at least two categories of nodes on a blockchain network, some validators, I've been hearing this especially from Birdie, my good friend. Some validators are primarily responsible for validating the transaction record of the blockchain, whereas other nodes, miners, are required to maintain transaction records while adding new blocks to the network. While there are at least two categories of nodes on the blockchain, some validators are primarily responsible for validating the transaction record of the blockchain, whereas nodes, which are miners, are required to maintain transaction records while adding new blocks to the network. Right, thank you. Sorry about that. The different roles nodes play in a blockchain network are defined by the requirements of the network in question. For example, some nodes are dedicated to storing transaction records, while others cannot keep any records. Why blockchain nodes are important in decentralized networks? Oh wow, still so much. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't realize it is so long. I'm seeing stars already. It's a bit too heavy for my simple mind. Okay, let me just try to summarize it, okay? Why blockchain nodes are important in decentralized networks. Number 1, maintain the blockchain. Okay, number 2, validate a transaction. Okay, this is important. Let me read this one. Validating a transaction. Running a decentralized network means there is no centralized authority to check and approve transaction orders. Instead, the nodes which are randomly chosen are tasked with approving transaction orders on the blockchain. Some nodes participate in the consensus algorithm to verify transactions' validity, while others are responsible for storing transaction records. The complete process includes nodes receiving a transaction order, checking its authenticity, approving or rejecting it, and then recording it on the ledger. Okay. And number 3, assessing information. All decentralized networks are transparent, allowing all users to access all information without barriers. To do this, users must indirectly or directly interact with nodes to access any information on the blockchain. However, unlike centralized platforms, users do not require permission to access this information. And when you see a third-party blockchain explorer such as Etherscan, to explore information on transactions on the Ethereum blockchain, you are communicating with the blockchain nodes to access the data. Okay, now it's I'm beginning to see the links. The Block Explorer is simply an interface that connects you to a node and lets you read data from it. Some nodes store that data while others provide access to it. How do nodes help secure a blockchain? Oh wow, I want to cut short, but it gets quite interesting. Okay, I hope I'm not boring you all. Nodes are very instrumental in securing the blockchain. They do this by keeping the record in synchronization with the latest transactions. Due to the large number of nodes, it's practically impossible for a hacker to alter a node's record and remain undetected. The data remains secure because hackers cannot erase data copied across thousands of different nodes. Okay, the data remains secure because hackers cannot erase data copied across thousands of different nodes. Yeah, this is very important. In addition, some inherent problems in centralized systems, such as hacks, power outages, and system crashes, are not a threat to a blockchain network, mostly because the data is duplicated and spread across multiple nodes. If a problem ensues on one node, the availability of other nodes guarantees that the network continues to operate as normal, and users can access the required resources at all times. Node versus miner. What's the difference? Yeah, it's very good to know, especially because right now at Fintoch, right, we are actually investing into a part of the node in order to mine FTC coins for us every day. So what is the difference between node versus the miner? Okay, let's read. There are at least 1,000 blockchains, and many of them, including Bitcoin, use cryptocurrency mining to validate transactions. A miner in this context is a specialized node that confirms groups of transactions and receives crypto rewards in return. Fundamentally, nodes and miners handle different parts of the transaction process. The process starts with nodes validating transactions. Miners, on the other hand, compete with each other to win the right to confirm those transactions. However, how this is achieved across different blockchains varies and largely depends on the blockchain's consensus mechanism. In the most common method, known as proof of work, miners race to be the first to solve a mathematical equation. In some other cases, where a blockchain network uses a proof of stake consensus algorithm, miners are randomly selected for the same activity. Generally, the winning miner assembles transactions into a block and confirms them. Afterward, it broadcasts the block to the network to be reviewed by the nodes. Each node checks that everything in the block is valid and then adds the validated block to its blockchain. Types of blockchain nodes. There are many types of blockchain nodes, and they are grouped by the functions they perform. Regardless of how they differ, all nodes in the network work towards sustaining the integrity of a network. Here are the top blockchain nodes you should know about. There's the full nodes, the light nodes, the mining nodes, the staking nodes, the super nodes, and wow. Why you should care? Why? Nodes are an essential component of a blockchain technology. They keep all participants honest and ensure data integrity. Furthermore, different types of nodes have distinct functions. However, they all work together to sustain decentralized networks. Ultimately, nodes are the backbone of any blockchain infrastructure, ensuring that the technology remains decentralized and ensure at all times. Decentralized and secure at all times. Okay, it's actually pretty interesting, It's pretty interesting. Sorry, I think I have to backtrack a little bit. Can I read what are super notes? Because at Fintoch, um, a couple of months back, or is it a couple of 3 months back, they already launched their super notes, 100 of them. And at that time, I also subscribed a small, tiny portion for a super note. Okay, super notes connect full nodes and help spread information across the network to ensure that everyone has accurate data. They handle off-chain functionality. They offer validation, authorization, gateway services, and support. They also facilitate voting events, compliance with blockchain laws, and execution of protocol events. Wow. Wow. Okay. And then staking nodes are responsible for maintaining consensus in algorithm. In proof of stake, which is POS, staking nodes are used to stake or invest their money and verify the transaction. Upon successfully validating the transaction, they are incentivized with cryptocurrency rewards in return. They have to perform what? Validating, successful validating, then they are incentivized with cryptocurrency rewards. Okay, sorry, mining nodes. Can I just read mining nodes too, please? These nodes are the workhorse of any blockchain infrastructure. They confirm transactions by including them in blocks. In the early days of blockchain, each crypto miner operated a mining node. Today, many miners work together in mining pools. These pools utilize teamwork by concentrating the efforts of several miners into a single mining node. Okay, this gives them a better chance to score the mining reward. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm so done. I I'm sorry, but I'm so tired. Actually, I need sleep. Okay, anyway, if you have come this far to accompany me till here, I'm very sorry if I skipped the parts that you really want to read, but yet I maybe just did not elaborate. Then my apologies. I see if there is a link on this that I can copy in the description box below for you in case you want to digest it further. Okay, I'm really exhausted now. I really need to go home from the airport and sleep. And once again, I want to shout out a big thank you to Jaden, thank you for sending this article to me. And I also want to remind everybody again that the closing date to subscribe to the FinChain nodes that will do mining of daily FTC coins, well, that subscription is going to close really soon. I think in less than 2 days, okay, less than 48 hours, I think. All right, from now, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but it's not far from that. Okay, anyway, if you are wanting to participate and own a piece of this mining FinChain node and earn FTC coins every day, and by the way, Fintoch has its own public blockchain, right? And it's one of the top blockchains according to that earlier video that I have done. You can refer to the earlier video. Okay, anyway, if you need cash vouchers, you know who to shout out to. I'm also going to put the WhatsApp number of my reliable seller inside. Okay, that's it for now. I thank you and God bless you. By the way, this is no way any financial advice. I'm just a passive investor, and DYOR, which means do your own research. Bye.